sleep with hombre. There, that should slightly confuse him. As a side note, Justin Speed will literally sleep through anything. Is this focused on me?
Yeah, I think.
I know this has happened to you, where you go to McDonald's and they tell you to pull forward because they don't have the fries ready, but they forgot the straws in the bag, so you have to go in and get the straws because you don't know if they're gonna bring the straws out when the lady brings the straws out. There we are, crisis averted. That's the tough situation. You gotta know what you're doing on that one or else you're gonna end up getting home, no straw, you're gonna be drinking ice. It's not the same thing. See a straw in there? See a straw in there? I don't, but I got one. So I'm just driving around town and what do you know? I intercept Jeff. I don't think you can see his car. Jeff, my adorable little artistic, not autistic, artistic roommate who is on his way home right now. So I'm gonna go follow him. We're gonna go to my house. We're gonna follow him. That's how we're gonna introduce him. We're gonna see him through the car window with his girlfriend Stephanie. Oh, they're so cute. I pulled up next to him. I'm just gonna do it. Totally gonna do it. Oh, he's waving. He likes you. He likes you. We're doing the windows down thing. Say hi! Hey! Say hi, YouTube! Hi, YouTube! We're gonna do this. Jeff! Put it down. Jeff, tell us about yourself!
Basically, I'm into new college and it seems really dangerous.
It's fine! We're going the speed limit! I love Jeff! That's Stephanie!
This is Stephanie.
They're a thing! Think of a name like Jeffany and tell me what your favorite one is!
I think that's the only one I've heard.
I swear I didn't plan that. It's really nice having conversations between cars.
Should children read this? It's his Facebook?
Yeah. Oh my god!
I like how her grandma has no perception of like stuff. Also, I hope it's the one that went to be adventurous and ate Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
And they said that like
Adventure.
they said that things weren't cooked properly.
Sick cell phone.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Let's get this conversation unlocked. We gotta know what's going on. What are we doing today?
Hey, what's up? Okay. Okay. Okay, I guess White and I might go then right now before you get here.
Is that a girl?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Shut up!
Now, I've gotten a lot of questions about how to use a Steadicam and how to make a Steadicam from yesterday's video. So I'll just want to give you like a quick little rundown just so you can sort of try it at home. There's a lot of guides out there if you search around on Google, but this is, you know, my rendition of it. So what we got this sort of like weird looking T configuration going on here. We have three about 10-inch to 12-inch metal pipes, at least is what I'm using. They're about 3/4 to like an inch thick. What you all do with that is you just sort of jam them together with a connector, which you should be able to buy right next to where you buy those pipes, any sort of like Lowe's or Home Depot type of place. So you just screw them all in. The only reason I've covered this with duct tape, by the way, is to just like make it nicer on the hands so it's not metal, but that's really up to you, it doesn't matter. So once you have that, what you need is a counterweight. And the heavier your counterweight, the more stable your camera is going to be sort of in the vertical plane. I use 10 pounds, which I use by doing 2 5-pound like sort of like free weights that I got at Walmart, and they happen to fit around this. So what I did is I put them on there and I found a nut that would screw on right there, and then I sort of duct taped them to the nut so they wouldn't fall down. I got that at Home Depot as well. So once you have all that, you have like your basic Steadicam configuration. You just need a way to mount the camera safely. Now this part I didn't really do what was like sort of the recommended thing that I had read, but the thing is I had a tripod head that fit, let me show you, right on the top of this older tripod I had. So it was sort of a cylindrical thing that you would put on there, and then it was held on with a screw. So I took that off and I sanded the top of this pipe such that this would just barely fit on it around, you know, sort of that. So you sort of understand what that shape looks like you're going for there. So I sanded it, put it down it, and then I just put a ton of duct tape around to ensure that it wouldn't come off in any way. And it's very stable now. You can hold it by it. You just want to make sure that top is stable. Obviously, you don't want to lose your camera. Now, once you have all that, what you want to do is you want to put one hand here, or at least that's how I do it, and you put another hand, hold on, I'll trade out camera hands, whoop, 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 here. And you just walk around with it like that. This piece is very important because that sort of stabilizes the whole thing on the horizontal, and this piece is important because it stabilizes the entire contraption on the vertical. The longer, as well, that you make this particular piece here, the more stable it's going to be. It's also going to be more clumsy, more heavy to work around with, but that's sort of the trade-off with the thing. Smaller Steadicams, tend to be a lot more agile, but are still a little more shaky. But if you want to make one that's bigger, or you could, if you wanted, you could even have a piece that you would just trade out if you want for certain types of shots and things like that. But yeah, that's basically all there is to it. It's not very difficult. I'll put a link in like the info or something as to the place I found out how to do it myself. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll Twitter you or something like that. It's fairly easy. The whole thing probably cost me like 15 bucks to make. It's really worth it if you have even like a remotely decent camera and you want to start filming stuff. It's very fun. Makes you look official too, which is very important for like your confidence when you're in public and you just want to like stare at people, the camera. If you have one of those, people will be a little bit like, oh, maybe he should be here. Maybe he's not just some weirdo, So yeah, good luck with that. Won't be too hard. You'll get to see another example of the Steadicam in action later on this video because I'll be recording the Emblem Dance Crew from Sarasota, well, North County / Sarasota area later. And that should look cool as a result. It should be fairly steady considering like there's probably going to be a big crowd there. And yeah, a place you wouldn't really want to use a tripod in, but you can't really just hold the thing because it'll be way too shaky otherwise. So you'll see how it works. I'm not that good at it, but you'll see what an idiot can do with it. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in a young man's life, when he steps out from the car and into the parking lot, when an age ends, and a hunger long suppressed finally finds sustenance. I'd like to think that I knew any of that quote because of like me being a collegiate of any sort, but it's actually just because it was a Civ 5 quote in the preview. Heavily modified, mind you, for comedic pleasure. No mistake at this Publix, you walk right through the sliding doors and you go, ooh, where are the carts? They're outside to the left. There we go. Out from efficiency. Ooh. Where's that white stuff? I like the white stuff. Guess I'll go with Alfredo as opposed to 4-cheese Alfredo. What type of aftershave do you use?
Aftershave?
It's cologne.
This is deodorant.
Deodorant.
Naturally, I use Speed Stick.
Of course.
Oh no!
You'll clear it, you'll clear it.
Oh, it's so hard. I don't want these. Change our mind.
Compulsion buyer.
I just roll my stuff.
Yeah, I just roll on by, I get nervous and I grab it. Is somebody's birthday coming up? We should get a cake. Just to be safe.
It's Pie Day
Check 'em out.
tomorrow. So
Pie Day, okay. Let's get a cake for Pie Day.
Get a cake for Pie Day.
It'd be really cool if the price of the item was reflected in the size of the package, so you could be it'd be very simple to figure out like how much, something was by how huge it was. But it would be very confusing also for the things that are like kind of small but really expensive, and likewise it'd be really confusing for the things that are like really big and really inexpensive, because how would you package them if they're really big and they're inexpensive? They'd have to cut it up into like little, no, that still wouldn't work because it's like a density by price thing. Oh, whatever. Sick!
I think I went further that time. They're gonna have some sweet footage on these cameras.
I'm jealous, I want them. I want the feed. You thought that was extreme, now check this out! Ray, do that face. Can you do that face? Yeah, it's pretty close. It's the hardest. God, he's dumb looking. Sorry, Brian Tracy. Sorry. I would tell you why we're here, but I don't even know why we're here. At fucking Kinko's at midnight. On the bright side of things, me and Justin are feeling a lot better after just one day of loafing around. So we'll keep up with things, you know. We appreciate the subscriptions. Tell your friends. We love you all very much. We really enjoy doing this. We love to do it, you know, forever until we die. And until you die. As long as somebody's, you know, somebody's watching, we'll keep doing it. And we have a lot of fun. So talk to you later. Maybe I'll, you know, someday I'll give you a tour of the house. Like a real tour. Yeah. Time for bed flop. Time for bed flop. Whatcha? Whoa. Too far. Oh my god. Night.